Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. The moment you have been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
Welcome into the Ultimate Autographs break room here in the noon show. I'm your host, Mike Napolitano. I just spoke with you this morning, but if you're just joining us, I am here. And joining me to my left is my producer, Robbie. We've switched him out. Rip's actually still in the room. What were you trying to tell us, Rip? What was that?
There's a cool football horror movie coming out. They just released a teaser today. It's called Him.
Football horror movie.
Him.
I like that. That's an interesting twist. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into that one. Guys, we had an excellent morning. Lots of breaks. We're going to get everything situated for this noon show right now, but it has been phenomenal to start the day. Robbie, did you hear we had an appearance from the Easter Bunny himself?
I was gonna say I walked in here and I heard all the commotion of I guess the Easter Bunny came here and made an appearance.
It was crazy.
Oh man,
who would have thought? I'm sorry you missed him.
Easter is right around. It's like what, 2 days away?
Yeah, it's Sunday.
So
yeah, I'll be here with you on Sunday. Or maybe the Easter Bunny.
Am I here?
Are you here Sunday?
I don't think I'm here.
Oh, you're not here Sunday. Oh,
No.
Okay. Then I won't be here with you Sunday.
Oh, I think you're here with Ricky.
Am I here with Ricky?
Yeah,
Okay. I knew it was somebody who usually does
Ricky's here
Sundays.
at noon, and then Steven comes in at 3.
Yeah, I have the 9 a.m. and the noon on Sunday.
okay,
So I'll
okay.
be breaking
Rip!
with you guys
Take it
similarly
easy.
today.
Happy
See you, Rip.
Easter. Tell the wife and kids. Tell the
Happy 420. Happy my mom's
Happy
tell the wife and
WrestleMania
kids you
weekend.
got to see the Easter Bunny today.
will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, the Easter Bunny, man. Everybody
Man.
loves the Easter
Oh,
Bunny.
everybody! I heard everybody was taking pictures with them. I mean, son of a gun, man.
Yeah, you
I was on
you
my
just-
bike. I was on my bike when I was coming here. I was on my bike.
Just missed him. I should not be a hand model. I should throw what we pulled in the first show
Oh,
right
wow.
here in the screen. This is the Brett Favre Speed Flex
Oh,
on
wow.
that beautiful rave Green Bay Packers.
That is sick.
That is a nice color scheme on that one. That went to who did that go to? It was George, I think.
Georgia.
George, I think, that had that one. Regardless,
Hey, there we are.
beautiful hit.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful. I love those rave helmets, man.
Yeah, right?
They the more we get them, the more they grow on me. I'll be honest with you. They are my number one helmets. Trying to get my hands on one of them, it's impossible because how popular they are in
Right?
other break rooms. It's just come and get yours. Come and get
Yeah.
yours.
And I would say, like, they should wear these in the NFL. I would
I think
love for
hands
the
down.
teams to wear these
Yeah.
in games. That would be so cool. So
Yeah.
we'll see if that ever becomes reality. But regardless, we're going to get things started today. Before I get into the rundown, because I don't believe we have any pre-fills. We left it pretty open after the first show.
I was going to say, we did have a few orders come in, including one right now. Let me see, who is this? This is Kenneth Staton. Grabbing a spot in those jerseys.
Yeah,
now that's 3 to go in those jerseys,
Okay.
folks. 3 to go in those jerseys.
So we're moving in the jerseys. I'll give you guys a second to fill that up. And while we're doing that, we'll get to our dice roll and our chase wheel spin.
There you go.
See what we are rolling for this afternoon show. Just a reminder, has to be 6 or higher on the dice roll. We had 7 last show.
Okay.
Let's see if we could get...
One shot, one kill.
Yes, sir. No,
let's reload.
I'm not as talented as
Reload.
Robbie. We'll reload. That's a 5. We can't go with a 5. That's also a 5. We can't do
Reload
a
again.
5. Man, I'm not
There it
accurate.
is.
Oh, 11? Oh, my
11.
goodness. Quite the hit on that
Finger
one. So,
tendonitis coming.
Yeah, no
Mike's
kidding.
going to be on the IL
yeah.
for the 3 p.m. show, so I may have to jump in and fill in for Mike.
I'm gonna have carpal tunnel by the end of this afternoon. All right, so let's take a look at our wheel spin as well while we're here. We have everything loaded up in here. We didn't close out anything in the morning, although we are getting close. The 1 and 4 can't miss series is still loaded, but the half and half is close to closing. We have 4 boxes left in that. That's in here as well. The diamonds are on this wheel as well. 14 boxes to go, so half the series pretty much left. I'm a glass half full type of guy. Vault, we got 14 in there as well. So really nice.
yeah.
I'll get you your ratios in a moment after we do this chase wheel spin. And also, of course, as we do the rundown, I'll be listing off all the headliners. The practice squad, we have 13 boxes to go. And on our minis, is that what's next? Yeah, 23 to go in the minis. So we have still quite a bit of minis. The jerseys, though, are almost closed out as well. That's another series that we could see closed out by the end of the show. 6 boxes to go. So let's see what our chase wheel spin is. What are you guys looking to see in this
I'm
chase
just looking
wheel
for
spin?
that 1 and 4.
Robbie
Come on,
wants the
stop
1
right
and
there.
4.
Stop,
Oh, it just passed
Son of a gun.
the 1 and 4. Well, that's okay, though, too, because we are almost closed out on a jersey break.
We
so
are.
it'd be nice to see that also be our chase wheel spin today. I'll get the jerseys loaded up in there. But there we go. If we're going to be moving on the jerseys, if we're not moving in that 1 and 4, they can't miss.
Yeah, we got another order coming in for those jerseys. 2 to go now, folks.
Maybe
2 to go.
Maybe I will add the can't miss to the chase wheel spin.
Oh, please
make
do.
an executive
Please do.
decision.
You would make my
I'm
Good
gonna do it-
Friday even better.
I'm gonna do it right now, just for Robbie.
You like how I said that? Good, because it is Good Friday. Happy
Yeah,
Good
it
Friday,
is,
everybody
yeah.
out there too. If you guys are watching, happy Good Friday. Hopefully, everyone's having a blessed day out there. So come and spend that. I know, because a lot of people, school's out. Kids are off of school today, so maybe some parents have the day off. If you are one of those lucky parents, jump in the break room. Spend some time here in the afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right. So, isn't this our dice roll? Why is this not?
What are you looking for?
I want to slide that over. But it's sliding the whole screen over.
All right. So hit
That's
the
all right.
eyeball. No, is it
It's unlocked, but when I go
double
to
click it?
oh,
it
there we
is.
go. Oh no, it still wants to take the whole screen.
Double click
Which
it
is
again.
weird.
No, on the number I'm saying. It's
It
not.
doesn't want to take it.
That's
I don't know.
weird.
All
That's
right, I guess the 11 is staying put.
weird. Stay and put.
It's kind of
That's
on
weird.
our logo though. I don't know why that's the case.
That's all right.
Why won't this?
Let me see how it looks on Twitch. Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, okay. All right. It is what it is. Actually, I could adjust it from here. What if I center it? No, that didn't do anything. Okay. All right. Well, OBS is having issues. It ain't us. But that's okay. We're going to keep going here. We have our chase wheel spin. We have our dice roll. And we are close to closing out those jerseys.
2 to go.
2 to go in there. While we're waiting to see if those jerseys close, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you guys to our live break page. I'm also going to copy this link and post it into the chat for any of you newbies or just people who have jumped in the chat first and aren't on the break page. You can buy in from there. So that's an easy way just to get to that break page. We'll call it our little start of the show shortcut. Let's get into our randomizer screen once more. Randomizer, and we will get through this break page. All right, the 1 and 4 is part of our chase wheel spin. It didn't move too much this morning, so you still have opportunities to get in here. As far as what is left in this 1 and 4 series, it is hot, hot fire. You have the Frank Thomas on that signed White Sox batting helmet right there. That is one of my favorite White Sox players right there. So I would not delay. Get yourself some Frank Thomas. The Big Hearts. We were talking this morning, Robbie, about how all of his commercials, he needs to improve his acting a little bit. Because at 2 in the morning, I don't need to be listening to a commercial where he goes, "It's easy." You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
she'll love it too. Anyways, Jaromir Jagr is still available on that Penguins lid right there. That is a nice bucket right there, and a sick Jaromir Jagr signature. Had a great tenure there with the Penguins for a number of years. King of the mullets, I will say. So Jaromir Jagr, we love that in there. How about another one to make my day? The Devin Hester. All three of these on this top row are ones that I would personally love to take home. That would be Devin Hester on the Speed Flex. It is a triple ripped Speed Flex. Actually, you could even call it a quadruple ripped Speed Flex, because if you look there, he not only has his University of Miami logo popping out from the side there, he's got his Bears logo, which he is most known for having his tenure with the Bears, and then second most known for being on the Atlanta Falcons. But on the front, on that sweet spot of the Speed Flex, you also have the Hall of Fame logo for Devin Hester, the NFL Hall of Fame in Canton. So I'd call that a quadruple ripped Speed Flex with that blacked out visor and the blacked out face mask. That is a beautiful helmet. I'm so glad it's on Devin Hester. I'll be so excited if somebody walks home with this today.
I can't wait to see that thing, man.
Unfortunately, it won't be me, but I can look. I cannot touch. Well, actually, I can touch when I'm ripping it out of the box, but true. I can't take it home.
Oh, no, nope.
As far as some of the other things we have in here, we do still have the Hulk Hogan Hulkamania t-shirt. Yeah, brother.
We got WrestleMania this week.
Don't rip this one in half. This was signed by Hulk himself. Excuse me.
I told Ricky not to do it.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a nice PC collection as well. Ellie De La Cruz. Hey, he's pretty good. He's pretty fast. How about him on a bat? How about that? That is nice. Ellie De La Cruz. You can also get Vladimir Guerrero Sr. Why is that not up there? I thought that was up there for the morning show.
Nope. We pulled that.
We pulled that
out.
Did we have Junior in this one as well?
They got pulled last night.
Okay. All right.
I went back and looked at the winner's sheet.
I was losing my mind because I'm pretty sure we had both of them in this break. And but no, yeah,
I had
nothing.
to take it off because someone left it on the board.
I should know. I did this rundown this morning. Oh, well, I guess, it was on the board for this morning, but yeah, it is pulled. So we just have the Ellie De La Cruz as far as bats go. However, we still do have some awesome fire. A UFC glove signed by Georges St. Pierre.
Ooh, yes.
Whew, you know you want that thing. Maybe not actually hit the speed bag with that. Or the bag itself, or spar with it. Don't do any of that. Don't actually go into the UFC rings or kickboxing with this, because this is signed. This is nice. You're going to want to put this up on a shelf in a glass case where somebody can't destroy it, like Georges St. Pierre destroyed many people before that.
Oh, yeah. I loved watching him. He was phenomenal. Great Brazilian jiu-jitsu. He was a professional at grappling, submissions.
Yeah.
This guy was just legendary fighter.
Yes, absolutely. You know who else was a bit of a fighter out on the field, though? Randy Moss.
Oh, yeah.
Randy Moss on that Speed Flex. Guys, you're going to want this thing. I want this thing, and I'm a Bears fan. I mean, that thing is sick. We want to get a chance to pull that later today and get you sent home with it. I will show you both the Devin Hester and the Randy Moss a little bit more up close and personal in some videos. So that'll be really nice. Is Jagr available? Yes, Jagr is still available in the 1 and 4, William. let's make sure Yager gets taken in this break by somebody who is looking for Yager, somebody who is a hockey fan, because we also have some other hockey things in this break. In the unphotoed headliners, we have Dominik Hasek and Peter Forsberg available in here. I'm not sure if those are on jerseys. The Dominik Hasek could be on a goalie mask. Not 100% sure. We also have Jerry Rice, Jordan Love. A lot of people love the Packers, and we pulled the Packers lid this morning. I've been hot in that NFC North, but this can't miss series is a really nice way to circumvent the divisions and just get the sport that you're looking for, because if you have a football spot, anything that we pull football is coming out. Is that a full size or a mini helmet on the Yager? Do we know? This looks full size from the photo, but that might be a mini.
The only way we'll find out, Will, is if you get in there and we'll pull it out, because I don't know a rep.
I don't know. Usually if it was a mini, like they'd put it a little bit smaller on this screen.
I was going to say the mini would look a little smaller, so I'm going to go on a limb and say that's authentic. Not authentic. I'm sorry. Like a replica.
Yeah. Myself as a hockey player, that looks like just one of the older buckets right there, and it's on a full size. But I know they do make the minis very similar to the full size ones, even with the ear flaps and all. So I can't confirm. We are going to have to pull it to see, but it's Jaromir Jagr. I mean, it's definitely worth it. You could also double up with, like I said, the Dominik Hasek or the Peter Forsberg. Dr. J is in the unphotoed headliners of this. And Alonzo Mourning is here as well. It's an interesting one. You don't see his name too often on the wall here. Jordan Love, though, also very hot fire. Alex coming in here to add more jerseys. We might not be able to get to it. Well, yeah, we should be able to get to them because we
we got 6 left.
But these new jersey boxes, don't they look? I mean, they already kind of looked like pizza boxes, but now they really look like pizza boxes, eh?
Those are very nifty. Very, very nifty.
So that is nice. The only other photoed headliner that I didn't get to here, you could see in the corner, is the Steve Nash basketball. So Steve Nash still available in the 1 and 4. Let's get you
looking for 2 to go in those jerseys, folks. 2 to go to sell out those jerseys. Who wants to grab those last 2?
Still 2 to go in the jerseys. Let's take a look here. Devin Hester, my guy. He is arguably my favorite Bears player of all time.
Oh yeah, that thing is beautiful.
Yeah, this thing is just phenomenal. Rip would say bells and whistles. That is definitely the case here because you have the orange that works for both University of Miami and the Bears, but you also have those darker colors that work for the Falcons and the Hall of Fame on there. So a quad ripped flex. Whew. I mean, look at that.
I like that he signed in orange ink too for the University of Miami. Because that's the side that he signed it on.
Right. And the Bears. I mean, you got the Bears on there too. But, I mean, yeah, orange fits both of them. So orange is a nice color to use, especially on that white. Really offset because, the sweet spot of the SpeedFlex where guys mostly sign is taken up by this glorious Hall of Fame logo.
That thing is beautiful.
I just love that. So
I'm telling you, man, some of these artists, man, are just getting really, really crafty, especially this one right here.
Yeah,
the artist did some... I told Ricky yesterday, I don't know if that's like a star pattern or like the Orion's belt. I don't know what it is until we pull it out because it is sick.
I know Minnesota is the land of lakes. They have 1,000 lakes. But I would imagine they also have some beautiful night skies out there. I don't know if there is a particular constellation that is associated with the Vikings themselves, but you can see the eye on there is kind of a star symbol. Yep. I love how the whole face of the Viking is that like purple as the rip goes through. So you've got the gold in the background that's usually on the helmet here and on the braids as the Viking braids are coming down, but the middle is offset with this and it's not even a matching purple. It's like a lighter blushed purple, which is a really nice standout feature.
Kind of like almost like a sunset. A sunset, like where you could see the stars.
Right.
That's what I kind of saw when I saw this yesterday. I was like, it resembles of like if you were like kind of like maybe a sunrise or sunset, depending on how you look at the sky. Kind of has that purplish tint to the sky, I guess. If
Yeah,
you want to say it.
you're not wrong. What I do love about this autograph, and we saw it on a helmet just yesterday, and I'm drawing a blank on which helmet that was. It might have been I think it was the Eli Manning, so maybe it was 2 days ago.
Okay.
But there is it's almost like he signed twice because there is an under pattern to this signature, or it's like bolded. There's like an outline on here.
Okay.
So you see that extra little layer of purple that surrounds it to distinct the autograph from the logo.
It kind of has like that neon look to it.
Right? And I don't know how they do that, but it makes it pop even more. It makes it look 3D. And that is really cool. Speaking of 3D, how about we get a 3D view of this bad boy? The white, that's a cold, cold face mask on that one.
It is.
With the Viking clips that are in white as well. You got the bumper on the top that says Vikings. But then what's even colder than the white, the offset of the gold face mask.
Yeah,
the visor. Gold. Sorry,
those are
face
not
mask,
cheap face masks either, man.
Yeah,
I'm talking those
visors?
gold visors probably cost around $70, maybe $75. I mean, I've seen these on eBay go for $100. The customs even higher. So again, more value to the helmet. So again, you're looking at maybe 18, 19, maybe northward of 2,000.
Yeah.
Depending on the right person, the right collector, the person you talk to, how good your negotiation skills are. Because again, it comes down to negotiation. If you guys know how to negotiate, it could the price could be endless, is what I like to say.
Or you could save the hassle and just win it right here in the break room by buying into a spot, and then next thing you know, you're coming home with this thing. No negotiation needed. It's in your personal collection. That's what you want.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, Randy Moss, heck of a player. Love how it has his number and his name going over the top. But let's jump back into our break page over here. I know we're close on the jerseys, so I want to give you guys a chance to take a look at the jerseys. We're not filled yet there, are we? Are we still? We're still two to go.
I'm looking for 2 participants. We've been at 45 for the longest time. For the longest time.
So we don't.
Whoa. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'll get off key.
No, you're good. We don't have the Baker Mayfield anymore. That is off the board. But we do have the Bruce Smith still here in the corner. We actually had Bruce Smith in. We had the Bruce Smith in the chat earlier today. He was in one of our breaks. I don't know if it's the real Bruce Smith. We'll have to see. Bruce Smith could be winning Bruce Smith. The only other jersey in the headliners that we have is Champ Bailey. Now, the jerseys, we only have 6 to go, and we have 2 headliners. So 6 to go and 2 headliners. That's Bruce Smith and Champ Bailey. Let's get this series closed out, guys, because I can tell you the next jersey series is ready to go in the room here, and it is hot fire. They look like pizza boxes. I like the new boxes, actually, and I want to get a chance to see them. What did Alex do with our old jerseys? I don't know. I hope they're around here somewhere. There's actually half.
Oh, they're right here.
Oh, okay, good.
They're by me.
Because I was going to say, half of this new series has the old jersey boxes look, and I hope he didn't mix them, but Alex knows better
They're
than
over
that.
here.
So, yeah, they're over here. He's doing a great job for us, loading up this room. He also threw in here, I don't know what this series is over here. Is this a new Diamond series?
What?
I don't think so, because we'll have to see what that is. I don't know if we can disclose that. But there's another, we have a secret series coming up. Ooh, very nice. Okay. All right. So if we close out a couple of these series, guys, we might be opening up some hot fire for you guys. That is what is in the jerseys, although that and more section is always a great opportunity to get a diamond in the rough, a hidden gem, a sneaky hit.
All right. Lance Abbott is getting a spot. So 1 to go.
1 to go in those jerseys,
1 to go
guys.
in those jerseys.
1 to go. All right, so we did the can't miss. You guys can buy in there. Let's take a look at our half and half series because that is almost off the board here. The only remaining headliner that we have is the Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, and Emmitt Smith. Yeah, ever heard of them? Those 3 guys all on one helmet. Right. Cowboys fans, where you at? Holla in the break room. We want to hear you. Sound off here, guys, because this is what is left, and you're not going to want to miss out on this one. There's 4 boxes and this 1 headliner, although we pulled a couple boxes, I believe, in the first show, and that was that Eric Dickerson, and I think we had an unphotoed headliner, unless we just did a single. I'm not sure. However, this has been a hot series even in the and more section. So don't be fearful that it's, there's only one headliner and the other three I don't know. The other three are going to be fire. The other three are going to be great.
Breaker alert. Breaker alert.
Breaker alert.
Breaker
we're
alert.
full?
We are sold out on those jerseys.
All right, let's get
James
over.
Stanhope closes us out in those jerseys. We have a break coming up.
All right, so we have the jersey break coming up for you guys as Robbie's getting that ready for us. I will go ahead and drop the message. Is this number 9?
Number 9.
Very nice. So, special teams jersey number 9. Drop
Hold on, let me know.
me a box number.
Yeah, it is number 9.
So drop me a box number for the jersey break. You have to be in that jersey break, and Abel Lozano is. He was quick at that. He said box number 26. Box number 26, please. I'll take that.
You got it.
Off of our ticker. Our ticker is accurate, guys. I checked it in between shows. So we have everything that is scrolling across the bottom for you guys still available. That's not what I want. File. Save. Yep, so the jerseys, just took number 26 off, as you see. We'll get that in here in just a second. Those are the names. Let's go ahead and get them into the randomizer.
Dang it.
Pull that up. Randomizer. Boom. Boom, baby. All right, 11 times around. 11
Shakalaka.
times around. 11, 11, 11. We had 7 this morning. Now we're having 11. Robbie's sipping on 7-Eleven. So. We can slide him down a little bit. Thank you. All right, so those are your 11 times. These are your assigned divisions. In the NFC North, we have Franklin Schoner. In the NFC South, we have our box caller, Abel Lozano. In the NFC East is Frank Schoner again. NFC West, James Stanhope. Eric Burns has the AFC North and the AFC South. Lance Abbott, he closed it out. He didn't close it out. That was James that closed it out. So James has that closer magic. But Lance got it moving. He's in the AFC East. And Kenneth Stanton, you have the AFC West. Box number 26 here, guys, as asked upon by Abel.
Yes.
Let's open it up.
Lance in that headliner position, and so is Kenneth Stanton in the AFC
Yeah.
West. Look for Champ Bailey. What do we got coming out?
We have a headliner.
Hey!
It is Champ Bailey
There we go.
on that Broncos Beckett
There
certified
it is.
Broncos jersey, all orange. We love to see that. That is quite the hit right there. Champ Bailey.
Yeah.
Very nice. Kenneth Stanton, you're going home with this thing, my man. Wow, what a hit. Very nice jersey.
Nice jersey.
Remember watching this guy?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he was quite the beast.
He was great. He was a big part of that trade with Washington Redskins at the time for Clinton Portis. And again, it worked out great for both teams because, again, Washington was looking for that star running back, whereas the Broncos were looking to tighten up on that defense, which obviously won them, the Super Bowls.
Bowl, yeah.
So, that's what I remember from that time.
Very nice hit right there. You see the Beckett certification at the bottom of the 2 right there where he also signed. So quite the hit right there. Congratulations, Kenneth. Let me get you written up.
Way to go,
that
Kenneth.
one.
Kenneth,
my
too,
pen?
folks,
Oh, here it
got it with one spot. One spot. And you could be just like Kenneth here in the break room. And all it takes is one spot. Again, we are not looking for you to drop massive money by grabbing a lot of spots.
No, you
all
don't
it
have
takes
to.
is one spot. You can win just like Kenneth, regardless if it's here in the jerseys, the minis, the practice squad, or up or higher breaks like the 1 and 4. All it takes is one spot. And you could be just like Kenneth Stanton here in the jerseys and snagging yourself a headliner.
Yes, sir. I just imagine some of these people that we love so much at home sitting there going, do I do it? And their fingers on the trigger to hit that buy-in button. And just what Robbie said, place your finger on that trigger, smash that send button, because one spot will do it for you. Even if if a break is one to go, like James, he had one spot, but if it was somebody like Eric Burns who had a spot at the start and saw that it was moving along but still one to go, maybe you want to have that urgency factor a little bit, close it out a little bit sooner.
Yeah,
you can buy a second spot, get a second order in there.
You're welcome, Ken. Welcome.
Thanks, guys. Love it. Yeah, absolutely, man.
It's Captain Ken. Captain Ken.
What was
Are
that
you
thing?
military captain? Sir? I should say, sir.
Yeah, Captain Ken. Very nice. All right, so jersey break is done. That means we have 5 boxes left and just the one headliner, that is Bruce Smith. Bruce Smith.
sir.
However, that and more section, let me tell you, I can't confirm because I don't know the names, but I will tell you that what I've seen from the jerseys, there's always going to be some fun names in there. You're not going to want to miss that. He said corrections. Is it maybe corrections officer?
Oh, he's a corrections officer.
Very
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you, sir.
Well, you just got yourself some
still got
Champ Bailey.
I was in the military, so a captain is a captain. You still got to salute him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'd probably do a horrible salute compared to what it's supposed to be. But let's get you guys back over to our break page to see what is being bought into,
Yes.
what is close. Let's see here. So we went over the jerseys, we went over the can't miss, and we went over... What was the other one that we went over? That was the half and half. So let's take a look at what was moving this morning, which was the practice squad. People were loving the practice squad, and
Oh,
for
they were.
good reason.
Okay.
There is still a speed flex available, although I'm going to tell you that at the end. I'm going to work up to that. We have Thurman Thomas in a secondary headliner position there, so he's unphotoed. But we also still have this Eddie George in here. Where is he at? Oh, yeah, right over here on this beautiful Rave
I
Titans.
love those raves.
Oh my gosh, that baby blue is really
is.
nice,
Yep.
and the silver Sharpie on there really just pops. Not to mention the all black of both the face mask and the logo itself. Oh, you gotta love it.
Yeah.
I'm slowly becoming a Tennessee Titans fan. I'm just kidding. I'm a Bears fan through and through, but I do like
Through.
I like their color scheme, and maybe I'm picking them as a secondary team, even though that's, I don't know, sometimes just as painful as being a Bears fan, I'd think. Let's see what else we got in there. We have the Roger Staubach. So you Dallas fans, listen, there's the triple sign, and I know you're going to probably head for that. But everybody else and the diehard Dallas fans, they want a Roger Staubach. Especially because of what I'm about to tell you in this series, is that you can double up with the Jason Witten card right here, the beautiful tight end card. He's got his number 82 on there, but Roger Staubach has the Hall of Fame 85 on there. So if you get one spot in a double, you could double up on these two. If you're a Dallas fan, that could be your spot. You could be walking away with something very, very cool here.
I love my double ups.
And that is an awesome opportunity, considering there's only 5 headliners left in here. Although then again, there are only, in this practice squad, 13 boxes. So I'm not surprised that there's that number of headliners. 5 headliners, decent for 13 boxes. And a double up opportunity, though, that's rare when you only have 5 spots left. We're going to get to another one in the diamonds in just a moment. I'll go over those. But yes, the practice squad, you can double up with the slab card for Jason Witten and Roger Staubach on the authentic. Now, you might be saying, oh, I don't like authentics. Well, listen, authentics are great. Authentics are amazing. They display just as well as replicas, but I know what you all chase. I know you guys like the speed flexes. How about a Sauce Gardner on the speed flex for the Jets with that like green and blue color changing visor, the all white face mask. That is a clean face mask to match the all white of that Jets logo popping out of the beautiful green. And not to mention, not only does Sauce Gardner sign with his number, he signs with, I believe that says 2023 or 2022 NFL 2022 NFL DPOY Defensive Player of the Year. Very nice. if you get a hit on that one. I think that says Depoy, right? I see the D.
I think it's the 20. So I read it because there's
maybe Defensive Rookie of the Year. Yeah,
I read it as draft because that's what I said. I said the 2022 NFL draft.
Could be.
Because if you look at the video of it, I think there's a video.
I was looking up my boy Greg Olson earlier, but let's see. Sauce Gardner. Let's see his accolades here. 2022 Defensive Rookie of the Year. That's what's written on there. DROY.
Okay.
Defensive Rookie of the Year. Although, did he get drafted in 2022? He did. Oh, yeah, duh, because he would be rookie. So it might say draft. It could say draft as well, but I believe it says...
We'll see when we pull it out.
I believe it says Defensive Rookie of the Year. I think he'd throw his higher accolade on there. Yeah, so that'll have to come out. That is what is in our practice squad. The practice squad was hot this morning. But another series that was hot this morning and another series in which I was promising you can double up is the Diamonds. A double up in the Diamonds, you say? Oh, my goodness. We're going to skip over all of this stuff and get to the Diamonds. Look at what is left in here. Wow. My goodness. Antonio Gates is a secondary headliner in here. That just shows you the depth of this series. You also have TJ Watt and Micah Parsons on these authentics in the middle. The TJ Watt on that lunar. Very nice. I love that. So we have 2 TJ Watts available. We're going to get to the one in the vault, but I know everybody was kind of clamoring over this one. Micah Parsons, Dallas fans, you have 3 helmets sitting here in the break room that all could be yours. I would not wait. Jump on all 3 of them. You're going to come out with something very nice. We did just pull this Brett Favre. That's what's sitting on the table right next to me. So as far as the speed flexes go, I know you're asking me, well, Mike, in that morning show, you were saying 7 headliners and 4 speed flexes. If you could do the math, the only headliner that we pulled was a speed flex. It was the Brett Favre. And that means we have 3 speed flexes in 6 headliners. You heard that right. Half of our headliners in here right now in the Diamonds, it's almost like having another half and half series on the board. Mm-hmm. Half of our headliners are speed flexes. That's 6 headliners total in 14 boxes. You're going to want to get in here, especially because of the fact that you could double up if you are in the West.
Oh, yes, you can.
Because there's a George Kittle, San Francisco 49ers gold speed flex. That is a beautiful hit right there. If anybody is to go home with it, it almost looks like a translucent, or maybe that is one of those like I don't think it's a clear visor. Might be a clear visor.
What, the black one?
On the George Kittle.
Yeah,
on the George Kittle.
It's like a black translucent one.
Black translucent, yeah. So that's a nice one. But you could also double up with the Larry Fitzgerald on that Hydro Speed Flex, 2-toned right at the bottom there, as you can see. We're going to get a closer look at this one because there is a video for this one. It says Bird Gang on the back, and I love that all black and red blacked out Cardinals logo. I really, really enjoy that. The only other speed flex in here, listen to me how I say it, the only other, like it's bad, the Pewter Mike Evans. Very nice here. Very, very nice on that one. Mike Evans on the speed flex. So still plenty of speed flexes to be had in this series. Let me X out of here, and we'll go ahead and take a look at that Larry Fitzgerald. We don't see a whole lot of Cardinals. We don't see a whole lot of Larry Fitzgerald. Bird Gang on the back right there. 2-tone with the chrome visor and the chrome face mask right there. But Bird Gang written on the back there. Oh, my goodness. How do you not love this one? I love the Hydros because of the fact that they look and even kind of feel like a carbon fiber made hockey stick. Or anything carbon fiber that you've seen, even if it's in a car. That looks like a shiny, brand new Lamborghini right there. Whew. Hot fire. As hot as Arizona itself. So where are my Bird fans up in here? Where are the Cardinals fans? I know Tanya was in here this morning. That's kind of like her secondary team because she is living there.
Okay.
She's nearby, but I know there were a couple other people out there in Arizona. You guys should jump on this one. That would be a nice collection to that one. Richard, I think, is speaking in another language in here. Do you see that as well in the chat? I don't know how to read that.
All right. Richard Williams. Hey, Hanie.
I don't know if I'd read it because I don't know what it means.
So he's, I believe, speaking Hawaiian.
Yeah, that could be.
Because I see mahalo. Mahalo means hi. Mahalo.
You're going to have to translate for me, Richard. We know mahalo. I don't know what the rest of that means, though. So, good to see you in here, though. We appreciate you jumping in. But yeah, I don't speak. Is it Hawaii?
It's the
Havanese?
Tongan phase. How much is the eighth of the moon? Phase translates to thank you. My friend wants a job in the law. So it looks like we have maybe some spam.
Is that what that is? I don't think so.
Yeah, because
Richard's been in here before.
Haney is how much, how big, how long. Aaleha is of the big size, and OE8 is of the eighth. I got Ayat OE Sima of the moon and time. Mahalo means thank you.
William, you might have to.
My friend, and then so on. It kind of broke it down.
Interesting. William, you might have to translate for us there, my guy. Or sorry, not William. Richard Williams. You might have to translate that for me. I'm lost, my guy. I'm sorry.
I just copied his message and threw it in.
Yeah, Google Translate, but even Google Translate isn't super accurate, especially when we're talking about these things. I can't imagine Google Translate's going to translate Ultimate Autographs Breaking Room and all that kind of stuff into multiple different languages all that clearly. So we just went over the diamonds. We've also done the practice squad. Let's take a look at the vault. We haven't looked at the vault just yet. How are we doing on breaks? We're not. I don't think we're close on anything just yet.
Jaguars.
But let's take a look at this vault here. What is still available in here? We have 2 speed flexes, and I'll work up to them. In the unphotoed headliners department, Kyron Williams. But then in the replica department, we still have 2 available. The Sack Exchange. The Jets Sack Exchange helmet. So plenty of Jets love with the Sauce Gardner and the Sack Exchange helmets in here. I would not wait on that. We also have a Neon Dion. And boy, is it kind of neon with that almost neon blue. I love that blue on the Cowboys. I actually kind of wish that they would go and use that blue.
Which one?
The Deion Sanders.
Oh, the Flash? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that is beautiful.
Again, a lot of the stuff that we have, I kind of wish NFL would some way in a way sort of implement the stuff that you're seeing out there in the sports memorabilia world. Just like you said, you know, NFL should go to the raves. It's just it gives the audience something to, you know, rave about. You know, while
I see
you're
what you did
wearing
there.
the stuff on the field, you know, mix it up, Roger Goodell. Come on, I could throw you so many ideas if you want. You can put me on probably the what do you call it, the research ideas, or I'm sure he's got some type of focal group out there.
Yeah. Could be. But regardless, I mean, how can you not love Deion Sanders?
I got Deion Sanders on a Falcon. That thing is nice.
His son is about to get drafted,
Yes.
and you know that will bring this helmet's value up even though it's his son. I mean, this is the dad of a kid who is about to go into the NFL, whose dad played in the NFL as well.
Malachi Williams.
So yeah, very nice. So Deion Sanders, also the Sack Exchange, as I mentioned. As far as the authentics go in here, we have the Saquon Barkley, so a little bit more green to add to your list here. Saquon Barkley on that beautiful Eagles lid. This guy was a big reason as to why the Eagles won the Super Bowl this year, hurtling backwards over everybody. That was sick. Common says Mike wants to see the Yager. Yeah, so does William Manor. William Manor wants to see that Yager as well. So let's pull it, guys. Hey, if we could double up with a Yager and either the Dominic Hasek or the Peter Forsberg, I think I might just faint. I might just pass out in this room. I'd love to see that.
Who's Rogers?
Roger's number after the show that Theismann is nuts. We don't know who Roger is.
Yeah, I don't know who Roger is, Common, but sure, yeah, I'll can't wait.
Aaron
Can't
Roger?
wait.
Yeah, it's a little bit different on the spelling, but sure, regardless. Let's continue on here with the vault. We also have...
Oh, I know who he's talking about because I made the comment of Roger Goodell. Yeah, I got you, Common. Yeah, it literally just came, like I said, it was floating up in air and eventually came down into my brain. I'm like, oh, he's talking about the Roger Goodell.
Oh, okay, yeah. If Common had Roger Goodell's phone number, I don't think we'd be sitting here right now. I think we'd be...
I don't think he would be sitting here.
Yeah, I don't think Common would be here either.
Common would be on NFL Network.
Yeah, exactly, at that point. All right, so what else do we have there as far as authentics in this Vault series? Well, that's the TJ Watt. Remember I told you we would have another TJ Watt for you? That is their alternate on the Flash. Very nice hit, TJ Watt on a gold Steelers helmet. It is Steel City. They do rep a lot of that yellow and black. We saw if you're a Pittsburgh fan in general today, what is there not to love? You have the TJ Watt in the diamonds, that is the lunar with the all white. You have the TJ Watt here with the Flash gold, all gold. And then you have the Jaromir Jagr as well. I mean, whew, my goodness. No, you can mispronounce it, Common. I think you had it right the first time. Or misspell it. Let's see. What else do we have in this series? Oh, yeah. How about speed flexes?
Speed flexes.
And not just any speed flexes. We have another George Kittle. Another one.
Another one?
And it kind of looks like the other one. They're both gold. This one's a little bit different. I don't know if I could really pull up a comparison here unless I had two separate screens, but my goodness, is this thing really nice. Love the gold on that San Francisco bucket right there. Very nice. But what's nicer than that is this Joe Theismann, Joe Theismann, Joe Theismann, Joe Heisman. We're going to get one of the stories in here, and Common's in the chat, so you never know if he's chiming in to make sure that he tells everybody what the actual story is, whether it was chili, whether it was cookies, whether it was brownies. Don't mix them all together. That would be disgusting, although to each their own. I guess I'd try anything once, but that seems like a stretch even for myself. Joe Theismann. Joe Theismann. Joe Theismann. Let's take a closer look at Joe Theismann and at Alex. Hi, Alex. How you doing? Oh, how about that? All of those accolades. Joe Theismann wrote an absolute novel on this here. Two-time Pro Bowler, 83 NFL MVP. We still haven't figured out. Do you know, Robbie, what the HTTR is?
Hail to the Redskins.
Oh. Very nice. I should have put that one together. That's because it's on this Redskins logo.
Ricky had to help me too because I was like HTTR.
Gotcha.
He's like, Robbie, you're overthinking, and I'm like, yeah, I know, but he goes, hail to the Redskins. I'm like, oh, okay.
Super Bowl 17 champs on there, and then I think that says 82, 1982. Something Man of the Year?
What do we got?
WP. I think that's a WP, which would be player Man of the Year. I don't know. We're gonna have to see when we pull it. Comments in the chat. Maybe he can help me out with that one. Actually, 82. What does the WP stand for in the Man of the Year?
Is that Walter Payton?
Walter Payton, my goodness! Wow, that's 0 for 2 on my book. I should know Walter Payton. I just didn't know who that accolade was named after. And yeah, duh, it's the Walter Payton.
And then what was the other one you were saying?
Maybe I don't deserve to go home with those posters.
DP what?
Defensive Player of the Year, but no, it was defensive player. It was Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Can't be Defensive Rookie.
No, not on this one. Not on this one. That was a previous helmet. That was the D. There was not a
Joe Theismann.
There was
quarterback.
No. There was not a DPOY or a D anything written on here. Super Bowl. It's just wait. Let's go back. I'll read them off now that I know them all. 2-time Pro Bowl selection. oh my goodness, 83 NFL MVP. Hail to the Redskins, Super Bowl 17 champs, and 82 Walter Payton Man of the Year. That was a different helmet that had the Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
That was the Sauce Gardner,
Sauce Gardner one.
on the Jets Speed Flex in the practice squad. So no, not on this one. I know Joe Theismann is is a quarterback. I'm not that far off. Listen, oh my goodness, if we were that far off, whew. But maybe I don't deserve that Walter Payton poster.
83 NFL MVP.
I didn't get it anyways, but
Wow, Super Bowl 17. Yeah, 17.
Yeah.
AXV11 is 17. Yeah. But that thing is nice. I love the two-tone chromes with the matching face mask. The visor just goes well with that. Come and get it. I mean, there's a lot of Redskin fans out there looking for this old school. Again, I don't think we're going to see the Redskins come back because, again, word is that the ownership came out already saying that they are going to keep it. So, yeah.
are we sold out in the minis?
We are. I was about to say,
Okay.
breaker alert. We are sold out in those minis. Steven Lenhart grabbing all 5 of those spots.
Okay, well, right before we do the break, I do want to give a quick rundown because I believe that's the only series that I have not given a rundown for.
What was that?
So we'll complete our full break page rundown with the minis that we are about to open up here. As far as the headliners, we still have everything in this top row except for the J.J. McCarthy. I pulled that first show. I pulled 3 Vikings in a row.
What?
If you include the Mike Singletary that I pulled with the J.J. McCarthy, I pulled 4 NFC North hits in a row. And if you're just talking helmets and you exclude a jersey break that we did in between, I pulled 5 NFC North helmets in a row. That would be the Mike Singletary, the J.J. McCarthy, the Dante Culpepper on the mini. Wow. Oh, so the Mike Singletary and the J.J. McCarthy were in the minis. The practice squad had an Allen, and then also a Jared Allen, and then also the Dante Culpepper on a mini. Then we did a jersey, and then it came right back to this Jordan Love Speed Flex. So get in the NFC North, guys. I've been pulling NFC North. But what is available in here? The Roger Staubach. So we have 2 Roger Staubachs in the room, one little, one big. Dallas fans, there is a helmet for you in every single one of these series. Do not wait. Jump in now. That is phenomenal. So, yeah, Roger Staubach on this one. Kurt Warner is here as well. Kurt Warner on this. Is this an Eclipse? That's an Eclipse lid, I believe. We were going over that this morning. That is a beautiful Kurt Warner on there. We had an Eric Dickerson pull earlier with a very nice Rams logo on that helmet. But you could double up here because Marshall Faulk is still available on that Flash alternate for the Rams in here as well. So you've got 2 really cool Rams helmets. Where are my Rams fans? I believe that's Tanya. Unless Tanya's a Chargers fan. I always get the 2 confused. But
Tanya is a Chargers fan because I sent her a Charger jersey.
Okay. That's a good way to remember it then. Yeah, so Rams right up the block, though. You can get a Rams helmets in here. Those are really nice. Hey, maybe if you're even in St. Louis and you like the Rams still, that could be an option for you. However, we also have A.J. Brown here, an absolute beast on the Philadelphia Eagles. He was a big part of this year's Super Bowl. So if you can't get the Saquon Barkley, here's an option for you as well in the minis. We also still have the Joe Montana. So plenty of 49ers for you here. We have 2 Kittles and 1 Joe Montana here in the break room. What's not to love about this lunar? I love how the gold is accented by the white. So that's a really nice touch in there as well. And you also have the Tyreek Hill on the slate. Tyreek Hill, a really nice hit if you can. Do we have Rivers? I don't see Rivers in here, and I don't see him anywhere on this break page as far as the headliners, but he could be in an and more section. We don't know. I would imagine he would be listed as a headliner, but some of these series just get to be so deep that some guys have to be left off the headliner list. And Phillip Rivers, I mean, a phenomenal quarterback, don't get me wrong. However, I would feel like, he would kind of fall maybe into that and more section, or at least a secondary headliner. So you never know. He can pop up at any time. But Tyreek Hill on the slate. I love the orange auto. How about another slate in here? Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly is still available. This one doesn't have the orange signature like the Tyreek Hill, obviously, because not an orange team, but it's also a slate, and I feel like the silver goes well with the fact that the whole rest of it is silver on the slate as well. I know some people are bored with the slate series. I think it's really cool. I think even though it takes the color away of some of these logos, I think it is very clean looking, or very, very formidable, We also still have in the secondary headliner section the Earl Campbell and the Roger Craig. Okay, so that is our entire rundown. We've gone through every series. If there's something you missed, maybe you jumped in late, you're more than welcome to drop it in the chat and say, hey, what's still left in yada, yada, yada. And then we will go back when we get a moment and run through it. However, we are ready to go in this single back mini series. So that's the break number 4. Let me go ahead and copy that down, paste that in there. Please drop me 2 box numbers when you see this message pop up in the chat. What is left in the half and half, they were asking. So like I said, give us 1 second. Let's do this break, and then I will jump back into the half and half, although I can read you the half and half right now. We have 4 boxes left. It is the Cowboys triple signed authentic helmet. That includes Emmitt Smith, Michael Irving, and Troy Aikman. Those are the 3 signatures on there. So definitely a legendary helmet. Definitely worth it. But if your name is Lance Abbott, Michael Convey, or Steven Leonard, please drop me 2 box numbers. Perfect. We've got 1 from Michael Convey and 1 from Leonard. That is 22 and 10. 22 and 10. Let me get those off the ticker in the minis. 22, so that's going to be 23 and 10. 8, 9, 11, 12. There we go. All right. All right. Ticker should be updated, although I know those numbers are scrolling. Robbie's grabbing those, and while he's grabbing those, I'm going to go ahead and randomize you guys here. You said 10 and 22, right? 10 and 22, yep. List randomizer. We'll get into that page. Here's your 8 names. Good luck, everybody. Remember, we're randomizing 11 times. 11 times. We had 7 in the morning. Now we have 11. It's making me hungry. Or at least a little thirsty. Go get a Slurpee, right? Although it's still a little cold here in Chicago for Slurpee weather. I don't know.
It's supposed to be 80 degrees today.
Oh, is it going up to 80?
Yeah,
and sure, I picked the day to work till 5, huh? All right, you guys are randomized. These are your divisions. Steven Leonard, you have the NFC North. You also have the AFC South, East, and West. So you have a direction in each. However, it is not all straight up one conference. You have the AFC in the South, East, West, and the NFC in the North. Michael Convey has 2 spots. He's got the NFC South and the NFC East. Steven Leonard, you also have the NFC West. I missed you in there. I forgot Robbie said you had 5 spots, not 4.
5.
And in the AFC North, we have Lance Abbott. Look at these new helmet boxes. I don't know if these are temporary or what we're going with in the future. I think what Rip was saying, he thinks that they may have been originally football boxes because these look a little bit wider. I don't know. They got to be kind of some tiny footballs. I don't know if they'd fit quite well in here. But if these are indeed our brand new helmet boxes, all right, I like them. I like them. Maybe Common can shine some light on the decision making here. I don't know the behind the scenes of what went into this decision. These boxes are not as snug for the mini helmets, but there's still just 1 coming out of each. Let's take a look. They're kind of made wrong though. It's like these things don't slide up. I don't want to like destroy the box. All right. Well, we don't have a headliner, but we have quite the hit. And this man
What?
is known for being an absolute menace out on the field. It's in a very popular team in the NFC East. We have Brandon Graham on the Eagles
All right.
mini. That's an Eagles normal helmet, but still a very nice with that Kelly green in there. So that is NFC East. Michael Convey coming up with the win in that one. Michael, congratulations. You got the Beckett cert on the back. This is a nice hit to start the show. Well, to start the minis here, because we already had a jersey break.
You said Brian Dawkins? Or no, Brandon Graham.
Brandon Graham, yeah.
Brandon Graham.
Nice hit, Michael Convey.
Mini. Yeah, that's a good hit. Super Bowl champ, 2-time Super Bowl champion, just recently retired.
Yeah. And Michael, for everybody else at home, this is a really good example of why you shouldn't sleep on the and more section.
Oh, those hidden
Don't-
gems?
Yeah.
Ouch. Very good point there, Mike. I always tell these guys, you never know what you might find in those hidden gems. Could be a Super Bowl champion, could be a Hall of Famer, could be a current superstar. Yeah.
You know, and they're always, oh, but I need a headliner. No, you really don't. I mean,
No.
there's a lot to, I mean, sure, the headliners are headliners for a reason, but there's still lots of really cool things in the and more section. And let's see what we have in box number 22. 22. What was that box number over there? That was number 10.
Number 10.
So that was number 10, Brandon Graham. This is number 22, per Michael Convey. Hey, Steven, Michael Convey called the 22 box number.
Yeah.
You called the 10. Michael Convey's walking away with number 10. You've got 5 spots in here, my man. So my guess is you're going to be walking away with this one. Let's see.
Ooh.
Let's see. Well, I can confirm because it is in the West. My football knowledge, I just got to double check which West. Oh, yeah, it is the NFC West. The Los Angeles Rams. This is going to Steven. So you guys gave each other box collar magic. What a nice break room.
All right.
That is an awesome. I don't know if I've ever seen that happen, but I'm sure it has.
Oh, it has all the time.
Very nice. You guys are spreading the wealth. And how about a headliner, Marshall Falk?
Nice. Marshall.
On that beautiful Rams. That's a flash. No, is it?
That's their standard.
It's the standard authentic. Standard. Well, it would be authentic if it was a full size. But this is a standard mini. We love that though. Beckett certification on the back for this one as well. He has that Hall of Fame inscription right there. Hall of Fame. I can't actually read that. Do you know what that is? It looks like 20KI. Hall of Fame. That doesn't even look like a year. Not sure what he signed on there. Oh, yeah, it is. It's an XI. Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah, he signs this sometimes with the XI.
Okay. I get you. 2011? Is that what he's trying to say there? Hall of Fame 20, because XI 11. Hall of Fame 2011, I'm guessing.
Yeah, 2011, and then he sometimes signs.
Very nice hit, though, Steven. Did I say AFC West? I'm sorry. I meant NFC West. Yeah, Steven Leonard, Marshall Falk. Very nice hit. Michael Convey proposing a swap, a trade of the minis. Guys, let us know if that does end up going through. We're more than happy to do that for you. But Steven walking away for the time being with the Marshall Falk.
So, yeah, he signs it with the Hall of Fame 20 KI.
Very nice hits, guys. Very nice.
Very nice.
So that will do it for our mini break here. Do we have anything else coming close over there, Robbie?
I'm seeing right now. Let me see. We've got Steven Lenhart getting into the practice squad. I believe that is sold out.
Ooh, okay.
Let me double check my stats here, and it is sold out. So we have a practice squad single box.
Love to see
Steven
that.
Lenhart looking for that closer magic again.
Very nice. Hall of Fame. Yes. Roman numeral for 11. That I did know. I just didn't.
Yeah.
It's a weird way to sign it. You know, it's actually easier for him to sign 2011, but he wants to go the fancy route. Also, in my defense, it also didn't look like an X at first. I actually thought it was an H, but some of the guys, they go quick. But it's still a very nice signature. 20XI, yes. Not an Eagles fan. My dad's a huge Rams fan, so I'm not going to give this one to him. Sorry. Oh, okay. No trade happening. Michael Convey said, I'm a Giants fan, so you understand. I'm sorry, Michael Convey. It must have been a really tough year for you. But hey, you know what? You're still walking away with a really cool legend like Brandon Graham, even though it's on your rival team. It's a nice hit regardless. And also, there might be other opportunities for trades within this show, or you could trade it or sell it on your own time. So, whether you want to put that one in your personal collection, I know if I had something like Red Wings or Blues, it'd have to depend on who the player was. If they're a legendary enough player like a Pavel Datsyuk, or how about Gordie Howe? I would keep that for sure. But if it's not an absolute legend from one of those teams, I'd have to part ways with it. And even for the Cubs, I'm a White Sox fan. I'm gonna be honest with you, and this might be sounding petty of me.
Petty.
I don't know if I'd even keep like an Ernie Banks.
That's all right. I'll take it away from you.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Is I'd find a Cubs fan who is going to cherish it and give it a good home.
Like, you don't want it?
I'd sell it or trade it.
All right.
What is left in the jerseys? Sorry, late to the show today. Jackie, I know you were asking about the half and half, so I'm going to get to the half and half and the jerseys, but we also have the practice squad single box ready to go here. So give us, one more second on the breaks, and then I will jump back in there. I did mention what is left in the half and half, but I can go ahead and show it to you on the break page. As far as the jerseys, it's just the Bruce Smith in the headliners. We have one headliner in 5 jersey boxes, and then we will get to a new jersey series that is in the room already. These pizza boxes are getting more pizza boxy by the hour. I love it. It's really bringing out my Italian a little bit. I'm going to have to start talking with my hands. But let us get into this practice squad break. It's a single box break. Let's open that up for you right here. That's not what I want. Come on. Copy. Oh, not what I want either. Copy. Oh, my goodness. This one. All right. The copy function is not working at the moment. That could be a problem because I need to be able to get people into the randomizer in just a second. Let's see if that works. Okay, now it wants to work. Okay, we're good. Practice. Number 4.
Okay, so that.
Drop me a box number, por favor. Drop me a box number. Michael Convey saying 14. Michael Convey is in here, as you can see. So we will get 14 off the ticker in the practice squad. And 14. That's right there. Yep. Did I take those minis off? 10 and yeah, I did. 20. It was 10 and 22. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I took those off though, so we're good. You can toss that right on up here, and we will get over to our randomizer screen. That's all the names. I also do want to mention Kevin Hollick. You are up for a rep personal. You bought it during this 9 a.m. morning show, but you didn't say anything, so we don't know if you were here. So we want to open that up for you, but we want to do it when you're here. Let us know. I'm here for the 3 o'clock show as well. So is Robbie. So you're going to have us at least until like 5:30-ish, 5:45 at the latest. So let us know. Let us know if you'd like that opened up for you. All right, back into our current break. Let's get you guys into the randomizer now that I know that the copy function works. All right. Boom. There we go. 11 times around on the randomizer. Almost as many times as you can get. I think I've gotten 12 before. There's 11. There's those 8 names. Bring that back into our sheet here to show you what we have as far as the divisions. Steven Leonard, you are in the NFC North and the South. Vincent Franz, you're in the NFC East. Timothy Sievert, you're in the NFC West. Steven Leonard, you also have the AFC North. So you have both. Anything north is going to Steven. Michael Convey, our box caller, who also had the same number as Steven. They great minds think alike. You have the AFC South. The AFC East belongs to Timothy again, jumping in there. And the AFC West, Robert Harrington. Good luck, everybody. Box number 14 of 30 on the way for you here. Ooh. I ripped some of the box. We got some wood shavings on this wood crate box. But you know what you're going to like to see? You are going to love to see this bag because you know what's coming.
Ho, 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 ho.
You know what's coming. And if you've paid attention to our rundown in this practice squad, that means it is a Jets lid. That is in the AFC East. That means this man, Sauce Gardner, is going to go to... What did I just say? That would be AFC East. Timothy Sievert. Timothy, you are going home with this Ahmed Sauce Gardner Speed Flex. Now we can see what it says on here. Yes, it says 2022 NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year. That beautiful green visor.
Nice.
Wow. What a hit. I'm trying to get the glare out of there, but all you can see, I mean, it's just such a reflective helmet. All you can see is our fluorescent lights in the room. Very nice hit, though, Tim. Tim, I know we had a little bit of that confusion in the morning show with your order numbers. Looked like everything was okay on our end. If it did say 5 and you reached out to customer service, hopefully, because the brakes, he was saying he bought into a brake that was supposed to be, you know how we're not changing the numbers back to 1? It was number 2 yesterday. I think it came up on his receipt as number 5, but it was in our orders as number 2 because 5 hadn't been opened yet.
Yeah.
We opened 5 in today's show. He also bought into 5, but he bought 2 spots. So he thought he had 3 spots in number 5.
Yeah.
But the 1 was in number 2. It broke last night. The 2 spots in number 5 today also didn't win something. So I'm glad that he's coming out with a win here in this one. This time we are all squared away.
I was gonna say he wanted box 19 too, so.
Oh yeah, he called back. Hey, it's a good thing we didn't go with that one.
Yeah.
You got to thank Michael Convey and Steven Leonard for that box collar magic in there. But what a hit! This one's staying on the table. We can keep the Brett Favre here for now. That was the previous show, but we're going green here.
We're going green.
We're going green. Let me write you up. But what a hit!
That is nice.
Very nice.
Little sauce, if you know what I mean. You know, from Buffalo Wild Wings, big popular. I love it. I like it. I like his sauce from Buffalo Wild Wings. The sauce. A little sweet, little tangy at the end. It's my kind of sauce.
I actually don't know if I've had his sauce at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Really?
I didn't know he had one, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
But I'm guessing if I read something as sauce,
Wow.
it didn't click in my head. He's not the first guy I think of. 2, 4, 2, 3, 5, 3. Very nice hit right there. Congratulations.
Let's see. We got here. They got a golden fire sauce now.
Sauce Gardner.
A Buffalo Blue barbecue ranch.
All right, so I'll leave that one for all to see right there. I'm actually going to hide just a little warning tag. Make it look nice, right? Oh, and the card is in here as well. Hold on. There we go. All right. You don't need the Ahmad Sauce Gardner card. We know who it is. That was a no-brainer. That is the practice squad there, guys. So let's see what we're jumping into next. We had Jackie jumping in, asking a couple of questions about some series. So I want to get you back to the break page just to recap those. Jackie was asking what's left in the jerseys, but also, I'll turn this little Inception screen off with the little Russian dolls. Asking about both the half and half and the jerseys. So the half and half is just this Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, and Emmitt Smith bucket right there. It feels so crazy to say just because that is still a phenomenal, authentic helmet. Even if you are not a Dallas Cowboys fan, I mean, that is just a sick. I mean, you have all three of those legends, absolute legends, signed on that lid right there. So definitely jump on that one. Do not wait. So that is the half and half series. But what you were also asking about was the jerseys. Let's take a look at those. Jerseys, the only one left available in here is the Bruce Smith jersey down here. Bruce Smith with the really nice signature going up the 7 right there. But, I mean, you never know what's in the and more section. Jerseys, there's 5 boxes, only the one headliner. As far as that half and half series goes, 4 boxes and the one headliner. So both are kind of sitting around the same level. But jump on in. The water's just fine. What do you want to see next, Robbie? Or what are we close on? Are we close on anything?
Looks like Michael Convey grabbing 2 more spots in those minis. So it looks like we are 4 to go on those minis now. 4 to go on those minis. We're halfway there on the minis.
4 to go on the minis. Very nice.
Outside of the minis, give me 1 second. Oh, why did I do that?
Well, in the minis, you still have Roger Staubach. Once again, he's all over our board today. You have Kurt Warner. You have Marshall Faulk, A.J. Brown, Joe Montana, Tyreek Hill, Jim Kelly, and then unphotoed headliners Earl Campbell and Roger Craig. Michael Convey asking what is in the vault. Let's get you a look at that. The vault down here. Kickoff vaults. I'm just clicking on the quad box for here. In the vault, we still have the George Kittle Speed Flex. We still have the Joe Theismann Speed Flex. All the accolades written on there. He wrote a whole Harry Potter novel. TJ Watt on the Steelers lid. We have the Saquon Barkley on the Eagles lid. The Sack Exchange on the Jets lid. Or as Joe Aguilar mistakenly called it, the Giants lid. Sack Exchange is Jets. Don't worry. I hate to keep calling out Joe. He's such a nice guy, but they gave him crap about it in the chat that night. I'm not gonna forget that. I'm gonna continue to say every time I see Sack Exchange now, that's just gonna be what it is. Tough. I'm sorry. I love you, Joe. But then the Deion Sanders lid is still available in here as well. How about that? Beautiful blue coloring that you don't see a whole lot on, the Cowboy stuff. I'm sorry. I was a little distracted. I just got an alert that my interview with Pete Wentz with Fall Out Boy just made it onto Reddit. I don't know how.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's on Fall Out Boy's official Reddit.
Nice.
That's crazy.
Way to go, Mike.
That's insane. Your boy's moving up in the world.
All right.
But I'm still here moving the money for you. And by money, I mean these beautiful, authentic Speed Flex helmets.
So what was your interview?
He was at the Chicago Fire versus Inter Miami game on Sunday, and everybody was kind of clamoring over Chris Brady, the Fire goaltender, because he had a clean slate or shutout, for those that don't know what that term is.
Yeah.
But in soccer, they call it a clean slate. And it was against Messi, and he had to make 3 incredibly tough saves against Messi. So, listen, nothing against Chris Brady. All due credit. I would have liked to gotten a chance to interview him that day, but with how the reporters were surrounding him because Messi was not available himself for media. He walked by. I was like within 3 feet of Messi.
Yeah, I saw that.
But he was not available for questioning, which I understand. The minute he stops and starts getting questioned, it won't stop. I mean, at the final whistle, 3 people ran out onto the field and had to get tackled by security because they just wanted to go and take a picture with the guy. I mean, he didn't shake hands with anybody after the game, and it wasn't out of disrespect. It was because he knew if he waited out there any longer, there'd be more incidents like that. People would rush the field. So immediately get to the locker room. All due credit. But yeah, I mean, everybody was kind of clamoring over Chris Brady, but in my head, I'm going, I'm in the press box for the Fire for majority of their home games now with WRMN and most other Chicago sports teams now as well. I can get Chris Brady every home week. I can ask him in a couple weeks when they're home again and I'm there. I think they're home this weekend, but I won't make it. But I can ask him again, you know, what it was like. I might be a little untimely with those questions, but I can ask him then. Pete Wentz was only there as like a guest celebrity fan. Okay. He actually sat in some of the press conferences and stuff like that and got like a little bit of the behind the scenes. So I didn't know if he was up for questioning at all. I asked my press manager and he's like, you can ask him. He's supposed to be here as a fan and not actually answering questions, taking, you know, press conference-esque style interviews. But if he says no, he says no, but just please respect that. And I said, absolutely. But he said yes. And I got to interview him, and he's more well-known than Chris Brady is. I'll just say that. No, like I said, no disrespect to Chris Brady, had an outstanding game, but Pete Wentz, I mean, people are going to know Fall Out Boy before they know U.S. soccer stars. That's just the way it goes. So I got a really cool niche interview. Nobody else ever interviewed Pete Wentz at a Chicago Fire game. And also, it was his first Chicago Fire game. He's like, I've been to Soldier Field for the Bears. They've done concerts at Wrigley. I'm sure they've gone to a million Cubs games as well, even though I'm a White Sox fan. But, you know, hey, a Chicagoan through and through, Pete Wentz, and he was nice enough to stop and give me a minute. He was there with his kids, though, so I think they were all his kids. Maybe they were his kids and some of their friends or whatever, but I didn't want to hold them up too much. But he was lovely enough to give me 1 minute of his time and a little bit more, and awesome. Very generous, very grateful, very funny in the interview too. So that's crazy.
What's up, Hamlin? It's the
what Hamlin, is up, Jay Hammy?
And Matthew, if you could give me those order numbers, I could definitely look them up. He says, I bought into a few breaks today. I don't see any order numbers from today.
He was in ones at 9 a.m. I don't know if those were bought overnight or whatever. I do remember his
9
name.
9 a.m.?
Yeah, in the show with myself and Rip this morning, I do remember him being in some breaks.
Okay, Michael, you won. I just see an order number for 242316. You were in that half and half double box. You got a Greg Olson.
Is that Matthew?
Authentic. Yeah, Matthew Kamal or Sawana.
Yeah, so Matthew, I think, if that's right. Yeah, Matthew, you came away with the Greg Olson. And I was talking a lot about that Greg Olson because he used to be here in Chicago. I miss him as a Bear, or I missed him when he went to Carolina. I mean, it didn't feel right. But a heck of a player and a heck of a win for you, too, my guy. I'm sorry that you weren't here for it. What was the timestamp on that break? It was early on. I think it was one of the first helmets that we pulled. So we can give you the timestamp. You could go back and watch it.
29 minutes into the show.
29 minutes. Yeah, it was
and then
on.
your other ones, because I see you were also in the practice squad with 4 spots. And you did not win in that break. Vince Franz came out on top on that one, took a Jared Allen Authentic and a Dante Culpepper Mini in that break.
Here we are chatting this whole time, and I didn't put us back on this screen. My bad. You guys couldn't even see us. But it was because I was halfway through with running down the vault.
Yeah.
Let's get back into the vault before I got sidetracked by my own success. If I can say,
and that's about it. It's all I see on this morning, Matthew, was just the practice squad double box and that half and half double box. So you did win on the half and half, but you lost out on the practice squad.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Because I didn't remember. I read off his name earlier, but I didn't remember reading it as a winner too much. But still, a really nice hit on that Greg Olson. Well, let's get you some more wins here at the noon show. One more time for the vault. I did actually run this whole down before we started going off on the tangent, but one more time. George Kittle, Joe Theismann, those are both still available. Speed flexes. The TJ Watt is still in here. So is the Saquon Barkley, the Sack Exchange helmet, and the Deion Sanders. So this U right here. Oh, yeah, I don't know if you could actually see my. Now you could kind of see my. I think you could see my mouse. T.J. Watt, Deion Sanders, Saquon Barkley, Sack Exchange. So this U right here, and they kind of make a Y with George Kittle and Joe Theismann down here. That is what is still available. All right. I guess we could go back to the screen. Anything close? How we doing on those minis? I know
still
those are
4 to go. Looking for 4 more people to close that out, and then
4 more to go. That is awesome. What else is there? We still have a couple of headliners in those personal reps. And the reason why I bring that up is because we have a personal rep for Kevin. Kevin, if you are here, I know you were here earlier today. You know why? Is because you bought this personal rep after we started the 9 a.m. show. I don't think you were in the chat, though, so we didn't get a chance to open it then. But if you are here, if you are joining us, let us know, because we can do that for you. We can open up your personal rep. He was a part of the Signature Club, guys. I can recap what the Signature Club is for those of you that don't know, so we can go back and do that in just a second. But the reps have headliners like Ty Law, Ricky Williams, Jared Allen, and Randall Cunningham still available. There's 9 boxes and 4 headliners, so that's a good ratio right there. We also have a headliner package that you can buy into. There are still 3 of those left in this current headliner package series. Let's go back in here. Let's take a look at Sig Club rewards. So as soon as you log in and you join up when you're buying into these breaks, you are automatically entered into these signature clubs. You create an account, you earn points, and then you could redeem those points. And what do you get when you redeem those points? Well, I'll get to that in just a second. But here are the ways to earn points. 25 points per dollar. Per dollar that you spend when you make purchases here. You get a $10 UA gift card, so you can earn on your yearly anniversary with the Signature Club. You get $10 on your birthday. That's an awesome way to win. Throw some little birthday money out there. Get a birthday present for yourself. You get 100 points just by following us on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or YouTube, or 10 points every time you log into your Signature Club account 1 time per day. So, I mean, you can get a quick 500 points just by following us on all of our socials. That is easy peasy. That's easy enough to do right away, and you'll get on to earning points that can win you some really cool gear. You'll level up. So, when you're the undrafted collector, you start earning points the moment you join, and you make the league, and we respect you. You come in here in the chat. We love you. You're part of our community. We love everybody in here. You guys are all great. But then once you get up to that practice squad collector, you earn another $10 gift card. So we're giving out gift cards galore. Rookie collector, you earn $15 in UA gift cards. And then you're moving up. You earn a spot in the jerseys. You earn a spot in the reps. So those are rep spots in the break room. You earn a $50 gift card, a $100 gift card, and then boom, these are the big boy sections. I mean, this is also kind of a big boy section, but the ones I didn't cover here. Iconic collector. You can earn a free mini helmet mystery box. You join the Iconic Plus email group for amazing discounts and giveaways on top of all that. And then over here in the Legendary Collector, you earn a free signed replica helmet. And those would be the personals that we do. You could buy into those with a signature coupon from those discounts that get emailed to you. You can get GOAT Collector status, and that would be a headliner package that includes a top player from a jersey, mini, helmet, and replica helmet, and an authentic helmet mystery box. So 4 things coming out in that headliner package. That is awesome. You also earn the level of GOAT status when you join the GOAT email group for discounts and giveaways. So, I mean, really nice, guys. You could also refer a friend, and you're going to get a little bit of gift card money back as well. But that's not all that I wanted to show you. I did want to show you that is the Signature Club rewards itself, but you could just straight up buy a mystery box, and these are going to you. So if you spend $180, you're coming home with a mini helmet. You're guaranteed. Now, you might be thinking, oh, that might be a steep price point for just a mini helmet. But think about it. You're basically, this is almost the equivalent of buying all 8 boxes, or I'm sorry, all 8 spots in a break at a discount. And then you're guaranteed that this mini helmet is going home with you. You got something you got to add to your personal collection? Absolutely. Right now, you got something that would really be nice for mom or dad at home, or grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, your son, your daughter, you name it. Somebody who loves a particular player, you buy one of these spots, you know the helmet is going to you. It is guaranteed that you are the one winning the helmet. You still need a little bit of box collar magic to get to that specific player and that specific number, but there's a really good chance that you are going home with something that you want, because there is a 100% chance that it's going to you. You can do that with the jerseys as well. You can even do that with the replicas, and that is what Kevin did. So we have Kevin Hollick's Rep Personal coming up soon here. If he's in the chat, Robbie and I are on until about 5:30 tonight. We can even leave it for the 6 o'clock guys, but we'd love to have you in here so we can rip it open for you. And then the headliner package, that's what I was talking about. That is the big package that comes with the mini, the jersey, the full-size rep or authentic, and then the full-size, it's either, I think it's either a Speed Flex or an authentic. It's a full-size authentic helmet, a full-size replica helmet, 1 mini helmet, and 1 jersey. So I guess technically, by definition, authentic, it could be a Speed Flex. That is the generalization of it. But, you never know until you buy in. So jump on in there. Guys, I have combed through this entire break page. What more could you want? We've gone through every single break here in the room, or series at least. We've gone through all of the headliner packages that you could buy. We've gone through the Signature Club rewards. We've broken a bunch of awesome helmets. We have this Ahmed Sauce Gardner lid sitting next to this other green lid that we pulled from the morning show. I mean, it's just nothing but heat. And we pulled away a lot of the heat that Rip and I pulled this morning. Robbie and I want to pull some more for you here and keep that day rolling. Even the minis and the jerseys that we pulled. Headliners galore. So jump on in here. Eddie Baker says 2 people in here? ? I think there's a lot more than 2 people.
Maybe on Facebook, there's 2 people.
Yeah, it could be just on that Facebook.
What do we got here? Practice squad.
So we'll see.
Practice squad single boxes starting to move now. We're 4 to go in that. Al got 2 spots. Timothy Sievert's grabbing 2 spots in this, folks. So again, we're 4 to go in that practice squad. 4 to go in the mini. Couple series on the doorstep. Let's knock them out, folks. Let's knock them out.
Alex brought the pizza boxes in over here.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened to my... Oh, it's over on the chair over there. Because it's getting a little chilly in this room. I'm going to throw my...
Yeah, I turned it up to 70, so... it did get a little chilly, so I turned it... I turned it up. I was like, yeah, maybe 68's a little chilly.
That is okay. This is just the sweater that I had in my car.
Eddie Baker says, tag me in one. It's an app, cuz. Oh, okay. Devon Lee out there on Facebook. Devon Lee.
This is just the one that I keep in my car for emergencies. Like it's a nice one. It's decent, but like I won't go out too much wearing this thing. But you never know here in April in Chicago what you're gonna get with the weather. So
don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, there are a lot. Let me actually get you some actual numbers. I'll give you a little.
Yeah,
give you guys a little behind the scenes.
13 viewers on Twitch. On the YouTube page, we've got
in the morning we had an average of 31 viewers, 47 max. So it is a nice little community here. For you guys, those are really great numbers. You know why? Is because there's just enough people in here to make it a community and make it a lot of fun. But it's not too big to where you're getting swallowed like a small fish in a big pond.
Oh, and we got
with
9
guys that are
people watching
buying
on
out
YouTube.
boxes and stuff like that and breaks. Right now, it looks like we're averaging 22 viewers.
Yeah.
32 was our max thus far in this afternoon. So, yeah, a lot of views on Twitch.
Lot
Twitch, I
of
think,
views
is the most responsive or the quickest, other
Yes.
than maybe YouTube
Yep.
coming in second. I think Facebook's a little on the slow side when it comes to box calling numbers. So, my suggestion to you guys, I understand if you're just doom scrolling Twitter or Facebook, but I would say if you see us on there, click the link to go to our break page and then jump in on either the YouTube or the Twitch instead. Last night, our max was like 85. Yes. And Common saying that in a great way. And we love having a big community here in the UA break rooms. But for you guys, right now, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I'm going to let you in on some insider knowledge. You actually don't want there to be 85 people in this chat. Common and the evening crew does. That's a party right there. And you can be one of those 85 still. But you know what's going to look better is if you're one of the 85 that was also one of the 30 that was in here in the afternoon and won these cool helmets, that those other 50 people weren't able to get in here to win. You're in here now. You're in here early. The early bird gets the worm. Maybe you weren't here at the 9 o'clock show, and usually that's when Rip and I are telling people that the early bird gets the worm, but now you're here at the noon show. You're still beating out the 3 o'clock show people, which is also me and Robbie hosting and producing, and then also the 6 p.m. show. So you walk into that 6 p.m. show, and those 85 people, you're already sweats off, monkeys off the back. You're not sweating. You won what you needed to throughout the day. You took what somebody else who's just joining at 6 may have wanted, and now you're going, I could kind of sit back and just enjoy the breaks right here tonight. I could maybe throw in a little something here, a little something there, but I don't have to be, gunning for something. I don't have to be striving and wasting all of my time and effort. I shouldn't say wasting, but you're tired after a long day of work, right?
That one's got a 7 to go, Stephen Ray.
Yeah,
7 to go.
could be hundreds of people in that evening. 7 to go in the double box, half and half is what you were saying?
Yes, 7 to go. He's the only one. Yeah, you're the starter magic there, Stephen Ray. Starter magic. Let's see if anybody wants to jump in with Stephen Ray in that half and half double box. That would be the last one, folks. The last double box of that half and half.
Because we do have people bought into the single.
And we got someone in the single, and then we'll have one more single after that.
Yeah. Yeah, Common saying less people, better odds to win.
That
Great
is true.
summarization of everything I was telling you. But yeah, like I said,
That is true.
Jump in here now, guys, because you never know what's going to happen in the later shows. They go all hours of the night, especially tonight, because tonight begins a very special segment or a very special new era in the Ultimate Autographs
A new
break
show.
room. A new show. It is the UA After Dark show.
A little boom boom going on tonight.
Yeah, so we've got a 9 a.m. show. This is so far just for Fridays.
Yeah, we are just doing this
Just for
Fridays.
Friday. So every other day of the week, you have your classic 9, noon, 3, and 6. Just for Fridays, you will have a 9, noon, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and midnight show.
Midnight.
Woo-hoo! Oh, baby.
I can't
Start
wait.
the weekend off right. Get in here. Start the afternoon of the weekend off right. Get in here right now. But start the weekend off right with jumping into all of the Friday shows, winning yourself some incredible, awesome helmets. As you go into the wee hours of Saturday morning, you can wake up and have your bowl of cereal or your eggs or your waffles or your pancakes and sit there with a smile knowing that you won a bunch of cool prizes in Ultimate Autographs Friday night. What a Friday night for you. Thanks, guys. Love what you do, says Ray 27. Thank you.
Ray.
It's not just about us,
Ray.
though. It's about you guys as well. We can't do this if it isn't because of you guys jumping into the breaks, having the eagerness to jump on these helmets, being the community that you guys are in this break room. Everybody's super nice to each other. Everybody is very giving, whether they're gifting to each other or trading to each other or, helping each other with box color magic,
right,
you
let's
know,
start
or
this draft.
closing out series that people want. So it is it is very much so an entire village here. So we can't do it without you. Dom is working the 9 a.m. show. He says he still wants to see Ricky and Robbie when he gets in. Ooh. Oh, that's a challenge right there. Let's make that happen. Bobby Ward says, what's left in the half and half? The half and half is just that Cowboys triple signed authentic.
Yes.
You've got Michael Irving, Emmitt Smith, and Aikman. Touchdown.
Yes.
Unbelievable. Aikman. Touchdown.
Aikman.
Unbelievable. On that triple sign. Who got pulled in the last minis? Ooh. That was did we pull Yeah, we pulled Marshall Falk, right? He should be off the board.
In the what?
In the minis.
Oh, yes, we did.
Marshall Falk and Brandon Graham was the other one that we pulled. So a headliner and a non-headliner. You can also erase, what was the other one on the board? Oh, the Sauce Gardner and the practice squad, because that's sitting right up here on the screen for all to see. I think that's everything. I think we're good. We're up to date here on the board. Yeah. So yeah, that's the half and half. Who got pulled in the last minis? Very nice. So what do you guys want to see broken? I know that the minis were back to being bought into. They were like halfway there last time we checked, but something else was halfway there, you said? Was it the practice squad?
Practice squad and the minis. That's what we're halfway on, those two. Let's close them out, folks. 147 in the break room.
I will say, if you guys aren't enthralled with what is in the minis or the practice squad, your next best bet is the Vault and the Diamonds. They're about the same price point. The Vault is a little bit of a discount. You're still going to get speed flex opportunities in there. There's 2 in the Vault. There's 3 in the Diamonds. 5 total on this board just in those 2 series, but also you have speed flexes in the can't miss 1 and 4. That was the Randy Moss and the Devin Hester. The what I am calling the quadruple ripped Devin Hester, because you have the Devin Hester Bears logo on there, the Devin Hester Falcons, Atlanta Falcons logo, and then his college logo for the University of Miami. But on the front, on the little sweet spot of the Speed Flex, you also have the Canton, Ohio Hall of Fame NFL logo on there. So you've got really 4 things wrapped in one on that Devin Hester. 4 things,
but triple rip.
Triple rip. Yeah. Triple rip with that Hall of Fame.
Where is he going with the
quadruple? But also, I mean, there isn't really. I mean, I guess there's black in both the. Well, no, not really Miami, but there's black coloring in the Atlanta Falcons, and that is what comes up the top. But it really is predominant in that Canton logo.
Yes.
So I was like, that's. I mean, they're just kind of highlighting the Canton logo too. So that's got. As Rip would say,
squad still has that slab card and 2 authentics.
Yeah, plenty of headliners still in the minis, so I could see why those are moving. Roger Staubach, Kurt Warner.
Yeah.
Roger Staubach's also in that practice squad. That's what Robbie was listing as one of the authentics. But Roger Staubach, Kurt Warner in the minis, as well as A.J. Brown, Joe Montana, Tyreek Hill, Jim Kelly, Earl Campbell, and Roger Craig. You've got 23 boxes in the minis and 9 headliners? Or is that now down to 21? Minis at the bottom.
I was going to say, 21
21 boxes, 9 headliners.
8, because we pulled
eight headliners. 8 headliners. A decent...
Still a good amount, yeah.
Decent ratios in there as well. The practice squad... That was what Michael Convey was asking. That was the Jason Witten slab, the Roger Staubach authentic, the Eddie George authentic, and the Thurman Thomas, who is not pictured. But that gives you 4 headliners in. Did we pull?
So
there'd be 12 boxes. 5 headliners in 12 boxes. I think we just did the 1.
Yeah, we just did the 1. Yeah.
So, very nice. You have a little bit better than a 50% chance at winning something very cool in the vault, because there's 14 boxes and there's 7 headliners. So that's 50% right there. But not in those 7 headliners, you have 2 vault keys that are both worth $100 supposedly. We don't know until we open it up, but they should both be $100. in that vault, those are those 2 speed flexes I was mentioning, the George Kittle and the Joe Theismann. You also have TJ Watt, Saquon Barkley, the Sack Exchange replica, and the Deion Sanders replica, as well as Kyron Williams, who is not pictured, but also still a headliner. And the diamonds are also very similar. You have 6 headliners in 14 boxes. Yeah, 14 boxes because we didn't do any this show.
All right, Bobby Ward Jr. getting 2 spots in that double box, half and half. So 6 to go now in that, folks.
Bobby Ward, we love it.
Again, this is the last double box too. So last chance at 2 items in this half and half. Will you be able to get that Cowboys triple sign, or are the ones in the single box going to have that chance?
Yeah, we shall see. But yeah, very nice, very nice. Let me do some housekeeping here and just make sure that we are all up to date on everything.
Yes, you did, Bobby. Yes, you did. You helped out on that half and half. Let's follow. Let's hopefully we get someone to follow Bobby Ward's lead and grab maybe 2 more spots. Then that will get it down to 3. And that's where the sweet spot is, folks, with these series or with these breaks, is that when it gets down to the final 3, we have people out there, we call them our closers, because they like to close out series that are 3 or less. So when it's getting down to that nitty-gritty, is like that sweet spot, we have our people that like to close it out. Because, again, I can see the strategy. You know, they don't want to buy the first 2 spots and then have to wait, and then it's a day.
The horror.
You know, they like to see where it's down to 3 because they don't care where they're at in the spots. They know they're gonna get thrown into the randomizer. So, you know, it doesn't matter if you buy the first spot, the first 2 spots, or the last 2 spots. You guys are gonna get thrown into the randomizer 11 times, and you'll get your divisions that way. So a lot of people are like, if I get the last 3 spots, am I getting the last 3, spots in the division? No, you're going to get put into the randomizer, and that's how you're going to get your divisions. It's not by how many spots you're going to buy in, or if you buy the first 2 spots, that's, I'm getting the NFC North and the NFC South.
Yeah.
No.
Right. Yeah.
That's not how it works here.
Unfortunately, no. But that makes it fair for everybody, so that's the way we're going to do it. And that's the way you guys love to do it because it builds that suspense. And when you win, it makes it that much sweeter.
Oh, yes.
Do we have Lysol wipes in here?
I thought we had some.
We have a couple cloths. Oh, yeah, right there. There they are. Nice. I am just like Robbie and Rip, where I like to keep a clean board here.
Germ free.
Germ free, but also dust free.
So speaking, we got the draft coming up next week.
Yes,
the draft's coming up next week, and I'm on here on the NFL, or I should say the ESPN's draft simulator. I just traded the 10th pick to Jacksonville for the 5th pick. I traded the 10th and a 2nd round pick for the number 5th pick with Jacksonville.
Okay.
So my pick is, do I take Tyler Warren or Ashton Jeanty? Both positions we both need. We need apparently tight end is a position that we need. I don't know why we got Cole Kmet unless the analytics say out there that Cole Kmet is. Or I should say Tyler Warren is a better tight end than Cole Kmet.
And you're talking about the Bears.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I've heard a lot about Ashton Jeanty. But I don't know. I'm not too, I'll be honest, I haven't dove deep enough into the stats to really give my say on who I think they should pick.
Yeah.
I will be pleased if they do their homework and make a good move. Because they really need to. I mean, this is, for lack of a better term, this Bears organization has been a joke for a long time now.
Yes.
So, just do your homework, get the research done to make the good pick. I'm actually a little bit more intrigued on what they do in the 2nd round because there's a guy up for grabs that everybody's kind of pointing the Bears' direction whose name is Ben Williams, I think. Or is it Caleb? No, it's Caleb Johnson. Caleb Johnson. It's a little before and after of the new Bears head coach and the Bears quarterback. So I think it's the universe telling you, hey, take that guy. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's Caleb Johnson.
Caleb Johnson.
Or is it Ben Williams? It's one or the other. I've already forgot what it was. I mentioned it on one of our other 9 a.m. shows. And, yeah, I think that would be a good hit for this Bears team.
Well, we got Spooky Myers Elson, if that's Adrian McGee, who's in this next jersey, break number 10. He said, this is my first time I bought my first 28 number for a signed jersey.
Yeah.
Super excited, even though not quite sure how it works. Well, Myers or Adrian McGee, Mike's going to give you a rundown on how it works. So,
yeah.
Mike, you want to,
So I'm actually going to drop a video in the chat, or a video link in the chat for you real quick on how our breaks work. Let me make sure. Actually, I think you could have heard that. My bad. Let me go back. Okay, so I dropped a link in the chat on how the breaks work. That link, that video is also on our break page. But what I will say, it's easier once you see it happen. So hopefully we do get a break for you in the next few minutes so you could see that happen. But what I will explain to you is there are 8 spots in most breaks. Now, some breaks are special. They only have like 4 spots and whatnot. But majority of the time, there's 8 spots. Those 8 spots correspond to 8 different divisions. When you buy in, you won't know what division you have because we are going to randomize you based on our dice roll. If you see on our screen right now, there's a little dice logo, and underneath it says 11. 11 corresponds with how many times we will be randomizing your name in that randomizer. Once we've done it 11 times, that order will be, here, let me show you. That order will be in according to this list right here. So whoever's first after the randomization will have NFC North, whoever's second will have South, and so on and so forth. You can buy multiple spots. That'll help you out locking in something that you want, getting you a better chance. However, what I will say is if you're new and you just bought that $28 spot, maybe just see how that first one goes. You're welcome to buy into a second one. We definitely applaud that, but see how that goes. We also call out for a box number. When we call out for a box number, that's when things get really kind of randomized because you're just calling a random number. You don't know what's in that box. You don't know what division you're assigned to yet. Once you find out what division you're assigned to, that's when we open the box that somebody in that break called for, and we open up whatever helmet or whatever memorabilia item comes out of there, whatever team that corresponds to, whatever division that team is in, that goes to whoever's name is corresponding. So we just pulled this Sauce Gardner Speed Flex. Timothy got randomized in here. He was in the AFC East. Sauce Gardner going to him. So that's very nice as well. And yeah, so you get a chance at some pretty cool, awesome prizes. If you don't win, dem's the breaks, but the law of averages is a thing. There's probably a good chance that you buy into something else and you will eventually get that win. If we do a double box break or a quad box break, then you have an opportunity, even if you have the one spot, to double up on prizes. So like what I did earlier in the 9 a.m. show is I pulled a Bears lid and a Vikings lid on mini helmets. Now, those are both in the NFC North. So whoever was in the NFC North walked away with both of those. So, yeah, very nice. That is how it works. I know, a little rough on the explanation there. I've done better in the past. I know how it works because I'm working here, and it's going to be, as I said, it's going to be a lot more clear to you once we actually get to a break. You said the Chase wheel spin is ready, but we're not ready to do that yet, are we? Are we?
2:00.
Oh, okay. All right. We will do the chase wheel spin. Is anything else moving, though?
Nope.
Nothing at the moment. So,
Nope.
guys, we will do the chase wheel spin. As you see at the bottom there, the chase wheel spin is the jerseys and the can't miss 1 in 4. Unfortunately, we only had the one jersey. We didn't have anything in the 1 in 4.
Yep.
So let's take a look at these names. Here's an okay idea at it, Spooky Myers. It's not going to be a full break, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these names. I'm going to copy them over. And this is our chase wheel spin. This is what we do towards the end of our shows. And I am going to put these 8 names. Sometimes with the chase wheel spin, there's more because it's whoever's buying into those specific breaks. We put those 8 names in here. Remember I said our randomization for today was 11. So we're going to hit randomize 11 times. And at the very end of it, instead of putting these 8 names into divisions, because this isn't a break that's happening, this is just for a gift card, we're just going to take the name that's on the top. So whoever comes in first place after 11 clicks, they're going to get an Ultimate Autographs gift card. And that is going to James Stanhope.
Ooh.
James Stanhope. If you're out there, James, I am going to go to the wheel. Here is our wheel. I spun a 9 this morning, so I got to pick it up.
Oh, wow.
I got to pick it
you
up.
can't beat me. No one can't beat me.
So this is our chase wheel spin.
Spun a 2.
Oh yeah, you did spin a 2.
Actually, I take that back. I spun a 1 because it was a 2 times.
Oh no.
I spun a 1. It came a $2. That guy took the $2, went and got into the diamonds. So actually got it in for $94.
Oh no.
And won a Speed Flex with it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
he basically took the $2 gift card that I gave him and hit a Speed Flex. I was astounded because he's like, "Oh, it's like $94 for me now in the diamonds. I'll take a risk."
And he won a Speed Flex.
And what a Speed Flex.
That's awesome. I mean, you know what? It does. Even if you just pull 1 in the in this wheel spin, I mean, hey, something's better than nothing, right?
Yeah.
And like Robbie said, it could go a long ways towards winning one of those epic prizes. I'm gonna give it's 203 right now. I am going to give our buddy, who was it that
Stanhope.
James Stanhope.
Stanhope.
James, I have this on number 1 for you, but let me know if you'd like me to start on a different number. I'm going to give you until 205 to give me that number, and then I'm going to click spin. It's 203 right now on my clock, so I'll give you about 2 minutes. Let me know if there's any specific number that's calling your name, and we can get that squared away for you. Get you a little extra cash here in the break room.
Cash.
Cold
Little cash
hard
backing.
cash.
Little cash backing.
Spooky Myers.
Oh, he
Elson,
says he
appreciate it.
understands a lot better now. Look at that. Oh.
There we go. I'm not as half bad as I thought. That
Jared's also
he
giving
said there
you
was a
little
beautiful
props.
breakdown.
Yeah.
I give myself a C+. I don't know. I kind of went off.
I give it an A.
I went
give
all
it an
over the
A.
board there, I feel like, but as long as you were able to follow me, that's the important part. And hey, even if we don't get any more breaks here in this noon show, Robbie and I will be back on at 3. So jump on in. We will for sure have breaks in there, and we will be able to get to them and show you how it really goes down here in the break room. Okay, coming up on that last minute, I'll wait till 2:05. It's 2:04 right now for our buddy James to let me know what number he'd like. If not, I'm just going to spin this wheel. Let's hope we get you something really cool. Ooh. I guess the whole reason that my interview made it to this like diehard Pete Wentz and Fall Out Boy channel of Reddit is because I asked them if they were working on their next album.
Okay.
And he said, no, we haven't even looked at doing any of that just yet. So like everybody's like jumping on like the breaking news, like Fall Out Boy album number 9 is nowhere in sight. Like, you know, it's going to be a little while. So like they're really, I mean, I am too.
Wow.
That was why I asked the question. I was excited to hear if they're working on some new music because I mean, their last album I thought was fire and I can't wait to hear what else they have, but We shall see. Yeah, so I did get the breaking news scoop that nobody else had, I guess. So, all right, we're going to spin this for James. James, good luck here. Let me get you a cool number. Oh, yeah, I'm back in the ball game, baby.
There you go.
Let's go. 87.
87.
Going
Nice.
to Mr. James Stanhope. 87 on that wheel spin. Nice job,
There you
James.
go.
Hey, you bought into a jersey break that was $28. You're
Wow.
walking away with $87, even though you didn't win the jersey. Because he didn't win the jersey, right? That was somebody else.
Oh no, that actually I think he did win it.
Did he?
No, actually that was Kenneth Stanton who won the jersey.
Oh,
Champ
okay,
Bailey.
okay.
That was Kenneth
All right,
Stanton.
so you didn't get the Champ Bailey, but you've more than gotten your spot paid for. In fact, you could buy 3 spots with that right there, basically. So that is awesome. Very nice job, guys. If we don't have any more... Oh, that's not the one I wanted. If we don't have any more breaks coming up here, are we close on anything, Robbie, or no?
No, we kind of the last one he had was Eric Safran jumping into the practice squad.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're too close on anything.
So we're on the doorstep of the minis and the practice squad.
That's fine.
But it should give these guys an opportunity, grab some lunch, reset the break page.
Yeah.
Again, me and Mike will be right back here at 3:00. So, I think we could, allow these guys to kind of loosen up a little bit. Grab some lunch, maybe go and again, it's Good Friday, so we got the kids home from school. Maybe get them some lunch. You grab
Yeah.
some lunch. We'll grab some lunch, and then we'll come back here.
Reconvene, yeah.
Reconvene and everything.
Robbie, this was from the previous show, so no doubt on what the hit of the show is.
Oh, that thing is awesome.
Any other final thoughts that you got?
I want to see you guys jump into this 1 and 4. I want to see that Devin Hester speed
I know.
flex.
I just don't know why it's not
Devin
moving.
Hester, that Randy Moss, and then that Larry Fitzgerald in the diamonds and the Joe Theismann in the vault. Those 5 I want to see, hopefully, in this 3 p.m. show.
The 1 and 4 is moving ever so slowly. I feel like we've had a few people buy it throughout the day, and there's just so much in there. We have to get a break in this 3:00 show because it's probably the hottest series other than the series that hold a bunch of speed flexes and have some pretty good ratios. It's probably the hottest series just because of the variety. It's always the can't miss 1 and 4. That's my favorite series. But yeah, I really, really, really want to see us jump into that.
Where's the Packers quarterback? Not in the room right now.
Oh, I think he's talking about the Brett
this
Favre.
one.
Because I'm pretty sure, somebody won it. Robert asking, is the Hasek still in the 1 and 4? Absolutely,
Yes, he
my
is.
guy.
Yes.
You have the Jaromir Jagr, the Dominic Hasek, and the Peter Forsberg all still available in that can't miss 1 and 4, which is why I'm saying, guys, why aren't we jumping in? There's still a Jordan Love. There's still a Randy
Jordan
Moss.
Love is in there, Tim.
Jordan Love is a secondary headliner in there. That just shows you how good that one is. And that's a Bears fan telling you that I think Jordan
Normally a
Love is good.
headliner in any other series. The
Yeah.
Diamonds, the Vault, jerseys, always a headliner. But for him to be a secondary in that 1 and 4 is just jaw dropping.
Maybe that's what Tim was asking about the Packers QB, but I think he was also asking about this Brett Favre
that
over
too, yeah.
here. That was our first show, though, of the morning, so I'm not going to put that up as hit of this show because it was not in this show.
So he was saying, in the 1 and 4, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's a Packers quarterback. It is Jordan Love. He's a secondary headliner in there. Do not wait. You also have a Randy Moss and a Devin Hester. So not just for the hockey guys. I know that's usually my take, but and somebody was asking, Robert was asking for the Hasek. But
the Raves are great too.
The Raves are nice. That's not that. This is Brett Favre though. This was from our first show. The love is still in the can't miss. But yeah, like I said, even if you're not going for that hockey stuff, there's still basketball stuff. There's still UFC stuff. There's still baseball stuff. And of course there is still WWE stuff as well. And there is still football stuff, guys. Keep it locked in here. We're going to be back on at 3 o'clock. Robbie and I are going to jump off just the same as you to get a little bit of lunch in us and then make sure that we're back and ready to go. Reset the clock for our 3 o'clock show and get you some more awesome prizes. Make sure you are following us on all of our socials, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it, we are on it. You also have to make sure that you are jumping in on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Make sure you're getting the notifications for when we go live. We have shows at 9 a.m., noon, 3 p.m., and 6. And on Friday nights, we are now going to have a midnight UA After Dark show. So plenty of heat, plenty of